Newcastle United 3, Brentford 1 at St James's Park. Newcastle United through to yet another semi-final of the Carabao Cup. And you can just smell Wembley again. You can just smell it. I realise that the semi-finals are going to be a lot tougher. You know, we've either got Arsenal, Liverpool, Tottenham or Manchester United, depending on how that finishes tomorrow. So it will be a very tough semi-final. However, we know we can perform against the big teams, guys, so there's nothing to say that we can't go to Wembley again this season. The confidence is up. The players are playing fantastically well right now, and give them credit because, again, consistency was the question in the back of everyone's minds tonight. Would they be able to go out and play it like they did against Leicester? And you bet your bottom dollar they did. Eddie named an unchanged side. I think it was the right move to do. We did expect maybe a couple of changes. However, he didn't. He went with the same side, and we never looked back. We never looked back. But Sandro Tonali, take a bow. Please take a bow, because that was exactly the kind of footballer that we have signed. Fantastic. Not just his goals, guys, but his all-round play. The combination with Bruno is there for everybody to see. They just keep getting better game by game. Because what Tonali does now is it enables Bruno to get a little bit further forward and play some brilliant football on the edge of the opposition's box. We saw it numerous times tonight, and it was just excellent to watch. And some of the football, the build-up play, the runs people were making were absolutely brilliant. Some phenomenal performances. I thought Joe Willock was excellent when he came on as well. I don't think Joe Linton should have stayed on the pitch in the first half, if you ask me. If he got a head injury like that, especially when he went down the second time, given the experiences we've had with injuries in the past, I would have probably took him off the second time he went down. But they decided to keep him until half-time just to see how he felt. But Willock did brilliantly second half. Anthony Gordon ran his socks off. Absolutely ran his socks off. You know, chasing the ball down. Yes, he gave it away a few times, but I questioned the strips in the first half because that pink strip from Brentford was disgusting. And when you haven't got black and white stripes on the back of our shirts, you know, it's very easy to think you could lift your head up and think for 1 minute that that's a Newcastle player standing in front of you. However, his determination to get the ball, take players on, he just gets better and better, the combination with Lewis Hall as well. Lewis Hall making those overlapping runs. Brilliant combination. There was one corner we took in the second half, which Gordon and Lewis Hall just had Brentford's defenders spinning all out of the shop. They didn't know where they were going, and almost scored from it. But the football in general, Bruno and Tonali on the edge of the box, combining well. Dan Burn and Cher looking very solid tonight. No problems with them. Dubravka didn't have a lot to do, but what he did do, he did well. You know, he commanded his box. He made a few punches from crosses. And, of course, his distribution was good as well. So there's no complaints for me tonight at all. I think we just looked monstrous. And quite frankly, we could have scored 5 or 6 again tonight. Brentford did make a couple of changes from the Premier League side that beat us, but their away form has been dreadful all season, which was why I was kind of confident before this game, thinking, yeah, we can go into it, if we play like we did against Leicester, we should win this game and should win it quite comfortably. And the stats there on the screen next to me prove that, just prove our dominance throughout the game. Brentford offered very little. Yes, they got a consolation at the end. Young Asula giving the ball away, and Mbeumo making a break forward, and Visser couldn't miss. But apart from that, you know, the chances we created, Harvey Barnes with an absolutely brilliant shot in the second half, keeping it down, and normally you'd see them hit the bloody post and spin in. How that bounced out to where it did, I do not know. But very unlucky. Murphy hit the post in the first half. There was some breathtaking moves. But Sandro Tonali, for me, was the standout player. How can he not be? You know, you've got a player there who... It's still just mind-boggling how he was on the bench earlier on in the season, knowing what this guy is capable of. And yes, maybe Eddie was slowly introducing him after his ban, like he did with Bruno when Bruno first signed. But the combination now in midfield, you're seeing it there for everybody, how good these players are and how good they can be. And now, as the Newcastle players and Eddie Howe have said many, many times in the last few weeks, it is now all about consistency, staying on top of things, keeping this motivation going no matter who we are playing. Now, everybody's calling this game on Saturday at Portman Road the Bobby Robson Derby, so we have to be up for it. Ipswich Town, yes, they're near the bottom of the table. However, they've got a good manager, they've got good players, so we will still have to maintain that attitude. This time it's away from home. We know that sometimes we can be a bit dodgy away from home, but this is what we want to see now. The performance of the home games taken away from home, playing like that. Because when we play like that and we close down like we do, we're pretty much untouchable. No team likes to play against that. Not giving them a brief second on the ball at all to do anything. We maintain that intensity throughout the game. I thought we kept it going all the way through tonight. 2-0, 3-0 up, it didn't matter. We were still chasing the ball down. We were still working hard to get it back when we lost it. And we gave Brentford no time. You know, Brentford trying to play it out from the back numerous times. But look how quickly we were closing them down. And that's the Newcastle United that we know under Eddie Howe. That we know we've seen plenty of times that has been missing a little bit in the first part of the season. But these last couple of games, it's back. It's back with a bang. They've obviously had discussions wherever it may be, in the dressing room, training ground, whatever it is, between the players and between the manager, because we seem to be shooting the ball a lot more now. You know, remember a few weeks ago when we were all complaining that we just weren't shooting. We would get to the edge of the box and we'd look up and we were trying to sort of walk the ball in. That's not the case anymore. And to be honest, we've got some wonderful shooters of the ball. Look at Tonali's first goal tonight. The way he struck that ball was just nothing short of magnificent. To keep it down, to get over it, and then Harvey Barnes with his shot, Murphy at the post. You know, we're now taking our opportunities to shoot. And you never know what happens when, you shoot the ball. You could get a deflection. It could hit the post and come out and we could score. Like our third goal tonight. Lewis Hall did brilliantly well to get the shot through. It was saved by the goalkeeper. Bruno, again, very, very mature, because he could have gone in and just lashed at the ball trying to put it in. He saw Fabian Schär was making a run to the penalty in towards the 6-yard box, and he just squared it for him to knock it in. That's mentality of Bruno, just fantastic. The vision. He doesn't want to waste an opportunity like that. And Gordon had a couple of shots. Bruno himself had a couple of shots. Murphy a shot in the first half just wide of the post. Or was it the second half? I'm not sure. Can't remember. But so many more shots. And that's what we want to see. Consistency with that. Consistency with the way we play. It was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And, as a Newcastle fan now, you can say, right, this week we went into against, obviously, Leicester on Saturday, this game tonight, and Ipswich Town at the weekend. It's a massive 7 days for Newcastle United. And we're 2/3 of the way through that, having played some brilliant football. We've scored 7 goals, and we've played brilliantly. So now it's on to Saturday, it's on to Ipswich Town, and we go again. And quite frankly, I can't wait. When Newcastle play like this, you just can't wait for the games to come around, because we're playing so well. And because we're getting a little bit of a consistency with the starting 11, they're starting to gel all over the pitch. And it's exciting. It's exciting for us. So absolutely magnificent display tonight. Back through to the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. Join us tomorrow, 7 o'clock live. We'll talk more about this game. If you're watching this on Wednesday night, by the way, if you're watching this on Thursday, it's 7 o'clock tonight. We've got the review/preview, so we'll talk about this game tonight. We'll look forward to the Ipswich game. And then Friday, our usual 2 shows, the press conference reaction, TTR Friday, and then we're all into Match Day Live again on Saturday afternoon, so we cannot bloody wait. But let me know in the comments what you thought about tonight. Was there anybody that you expected a bit more of, or was it just a fantastic win and the excitement is starting to build around the club again? Thank you very much for watching, guys. Please give it a like, and of course subscribe if you're new and you like what you see, and we'll see you again very, very soon. Take care.